Right, Shalom. We the brothers from the GMS Louisiana Saints coming back at you with another quick lesson. Prior to getting started, as we always do, we like to give infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, and Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles who breathe millstone. Salutations to the Akams that's pushing the truth and sincerity. Lord willing, this video be edifying first and foremost to those elect, then to those that cleave to the body. And me and the brothers just want to tap into the fame that we're going to get ultimately, man, in the kingdom of heaven. Because you got the regular Hall of Fame, you know, in baseball, football, basketball, right? That's not going to be an everlasting memory. You're not going to be praised for how good you can jump and dunk the basketball. Or you caught the most 80+ yard touchdowns in NFL history. All right? That's not what's being recorded in the record books of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai in the kingdom of heaven, man. All right? It's a different type of being famous. Okay? You got Puff Daddy and Biggie them. You know, they're famous for rappers or producers, right? But at the end of the day, their legacy is tainted. Because if your legacy can't continue, all right, and always be praised on and on, it's not even a legacy. All right? It just was something that was done in earth while you live, man. But the impact that you gotta have in life, like you got famous men like Matthias, different men in Maccabees that was known for his what? His integrity, his honor, because he wouldn't eat pork, all right, or would stain his life as an old age, right? That, you know, when they was trying to get the Israelites to eat pork, he wouldn't do it, all right? That's what you need to be famous for. You need to have a report of righteousness. Really, the only way you be famous to the Lord, you got to have a report of righteousness, man. All right? It can't be a report of how good your talent was, of NFL history, how fast you ran. All right? It got to be a record, all right, predicated on righteousness, which going to be recorded. All right? No?
Go ahead. You said to back you up on what you're saying, especially with those famous men here. This is Luke 6:24. But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation. Like you said, you already got your prize on this side here. So, you know, like you said, the famous men are going to be praised in the kingdom of heaven. That's what we're looking for.
That's right.
So we're giving up that prize on this side for the everlasting.
Yeah, because a man that wants everything here, you shouldn't be looking forward to getting that. You got everything here. Michael Jordan, you got a team. You're in the history books as one of the greatest players, not the greatest player to ever play. You got your consolation. There you go. All right? You're famous for what you did in the earth that's going to end. See, they don't consider this matter. They're dealing with Babylon. Babylon has an end. All right? We're dealing with Jerusalem, Israel, that has no end. The days of Israel is what? Innumerable, man. All right? But they're dealing with something that's got a perpetual end to it. It's going to have a stoppage. Go ahead.
Backing up what you were saying just now, like I said, even though these so-called great athletes in this world right now, they doing all this shit, they still ain't shit in this world.
That's right.
To the higher ups. You know, the people that really run the world right now.
They'll stop them and take them to jail.
No.
You got cornerbacks and famous people, they take them to jail. Look at Marshawn Lynch. Just drag him out the car, throw him on, pants hanging all over his ass. He's supposed to have a good report. Right? Super Bowl champion, great running back. You know, whatever, bruising running back, that's his report. But they just throw him on the ground as if they didn't even know him, man. Look at Boosie. Boosie getting pulled over by the police every week, man. All right? This is his report.
And on top of that, when you look at them deep down, they ain't happy.
They not happy.
Right? Even with all that money, all that pride, all the accolades, they still be sad.
Boosie was praying to Jesus Christ to kill the police that was harassing him, man. And you see why he ain't gonna kill him? For what? No. The Lord wanted to harass him, man. He wanted his report to be brutalized and made a shame of. Because really, fame, the reverse of fame is shame. And the Lord is giving these rappers a shameful name. Look at all these. Mo 3 died with his pants down, brother. In the middle of the street.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you're a famous rapper, you know, quote unquote, right? You got a lot of these famous people getting caught up in all kinds of scandals and allegations, right? Men saying how they slept with them and You know, things was done in Hollywood. So this they fame. Shame is they fame over there. You're in a hall of shame here. Go ahead, brother.
This is 1 Corinthians 9:25. And every man that's striving for the master is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, a weak and incorruptible. And that's plain. We know that there's so much that's sitting up in the heavens waiting up for us right now. So when we start to rule, ain't no way possible that crown could be touched if we have that good name, if we keep on doing that good work out here. Because as you can see, that Super Bowl don't mean nothing, your millions and your billions that don't mean nothing, you still ain't shit. No matter what you think that you are in this world, no matter what the clout that people give you, you still ain't shit. That crown is completely corruptible. Ours is incorruptible.
Yeah, that's right. We got a glory, all right? We got a glory that's gonna never fade away, man. All right? That's a different kind of glory, man. You and all the people that's famous, once they make it to the Hall of Fame, they talking about the next people that's coming. Right? People talking about Mahomes. They not talking about Dan Marino no more, man. Dan Marino in the Hall of Fame, bro. John Elway, they not talking about no more. Now, once records start to get broken and touched, their name come up because they're holding the records, but your records is getting passed up. Got it?
All they give you is a bunch of a gold jacket. A gold jacket with your name on it. That's what Jake's driving for.
Green jacket and gold for whatever.
Come on, Jake, you putting your life on the line for these people who making billions and trillions off you.
Yeah.
And what you gonna get at the end of the day? Just like your boy from Burger King, they gave him a goodie bag after 40 years. Like, come on. But now you putting your body on the line with fighting, with football, any type of gladiator sport. And what? Come on, man, a ring, some jewels, and a jacket.
When you win a Super Bowl, you know the next year somebody else win it. So you're not the Super Bowl champion. Brother, you have to literally win it every year to actually be the champion of all time. Think about that. That's why they got corruptible crowns. Read that.
All right, this is Luke 5:16. The crown is falling from off our head.
So if the crown falling from off our head over here, why we looking for a crown in any manner, in whether football, accolade, or whatever, any consolation or accolade you start to look for and covet after, all right, now it's in vain, right? It says the crown have fallen off our head over here. So the real kings don't have a crown, all right? Your crown have to get put on your head according to Second Esdras. So whoever got a crown over, have crowned themselves with crown, you got King James, all right? That's my boy. But you gotta get this work, partner. Right? You got King James, right? I mean, King James, I'm talking about LeBron James. Let's get that right?
Yeah.
All right, you got him have crowned himself as a king over here, man. All right? But you got 6 finals losses. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you're not, our crowns here are falling off our head. So we haven't covered for a crown here. We got to get crowned by Esdras, man. Well, not by Esdras Salakias. Esdras said the tall man that stood in the midst of them that put the crowns on their head. That's a crown that's immovable. All right? It's not going to be removed. Once you crowned by Yahweh Yahweh Shai, that's it. That's a permanent crown. The crowns have fallen over here. Go ahead.
I got something. So check it. LeBron, he proclaimed himself to be the king of basketball, right? He's the king. But as a king, you got Edomites, people less than you, telling you, shut up and dribble.
Shut up and dribble.
Man, stay in your lane. You do what you do. Come on, man. The kingdom ain't gonna be none of that. Ain't nobody gonna raise their tongue at us. You gonna slice that shit off.
That's right.
Like, come on, man. There ain't no real kings. Jake ain't no real king out here. You can't live like a king. We in captivity, Jake.
That's right.
So what we need to do, we need to continue to put this work out. Try to bring in the whole elect. We need to do what our forefathers did.
Yeah, where a king at, there's honor, man. All right? And there's no way to be honored in Babylon, man. It's a filthy place. All right? And the kingdom, guess what? Everybody have to love the king. They don't have a choice, brother. You can, they got people that can not like LeBron James over here. And it gotta be felt. Like, it's like, can't do him nothing. You can't say nothing against him. Everybody got their opinion. When you're a king, ain't nobody gonna have no opinion in your kingdom, bro. No. Your opinion is gonna be the only opinion that matters. And you're gonna have facts, not opinions.
If
All right?
If I'm not mistaken, I think it had to be one of these past playoffs 3-4 years ago. That man's house got vandalized.
Yeah, it got vandalized during the playoffs.
They vandalized your house during the playoffs, man. You ain't no king, bro.
Yeah, not no king, man. Right? Yep. You got more?
I got
You should have had more than one finish. But yeah, we looking for fame in an entirely different place other than Ciroc, right?
Ciroc 41.
Yeah, bring out. Go ahead.
It's Lamentations 5:16. The crown is fallen from off our head. Woe unto us that we have sinned.
Right. So these niggas is in sin. This nigga a king. You don't know a king with a crown that's gonna sin in the kingdom of heaven. These niggas, LeBron still sin. That nigga probably still eat pork, bro. Hey, right? He do. You see? How you a crown? How you a king and you eat pork, man? That's the lowest animal on the planet Earth, man. Yes, them niggas do eat high-end shit, but them niggas are like, bro, Giannis won a championship, and he was the crown, he was the king, right? He went got a 50-piece McNugget from McDonald's, brother. I'm lying?
Nah, yeah.
With the championship trophy. He went got a 50-piece because he scored 50, remember?
Yeah.
He went got a 50-piece McNugget to celebrate his Super Bowl, his basketball championship ring, man. That's a shameful thing. The Lord will beat the piss out of us. The Lord will kill us if we eat McDonald's. Matter of fact, the Lord will kill us if we eat pork, because he said in Isaiah, when he come back, if they got pork or whatever in their mouth, you know what I'm talking about? In Isaiah 66, he said he gonna kill them, man. The Lord will kill a king, all right? A true king, a righteous king that's eating pork, man. All right? You know what? These niggas unfamous. These niggas unfamously famous. Go ahead, bro.
It's Isaiah 66:15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire.
Go ahead.
For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. And it's the point. They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh, and the abomination and the mouse shall be consumed together with the Lord.
Yeah, so if you eat swine flesh, the Lord gonna kill you when you come back with his flames of fire. And y'all was shine angels. The Lord ain't playing. Alright? And that nigga eat pork. And he gonna be eating pork when the Lord comes. Right? That ain't literal. That don't mean if you got a piece of pork in your mouth, that's the only way he gonna get you. No, you all pork eating motherfuckers. Go ahead, bro.
This is
go get what you had too.
This is the book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus 44, and I'm gonna start at 1. It says, "Let us now praise famous men, and our fathers that begat us. The Lord hath wrought great glory by them through his great power from the beginning, such as did bear rule in their kingdoms, men renowned for their power, giving counsel by their understanding, and declaring prophecies."
The prophets. Who does that? Who that sum up? The prophets. That's it, man. They're empowered by their understanding of the prophecy of the words of the Lord. Because they understand it came by the words of the Lord, man. All right, the kings, the ancient time kings, what they all had? Prophets. You wasn't a king unless you had a prophet. All right? Because the Lord had to instruct that king right, all right, on what to do with the people, man, but it had to be done in righteousness, man.
Through his prophets, which went
through his prophets.
Conference call, which is the mountains of the Lord.
That's the famous man. That's how you be famous.
If I'm not mistaken, in the book of Samuel, when Saul was king, Samuel was the one giving Saul that advice. But it even came to the point when Samuel died and Saul was in so much trouble with the war, he tried to get Saul back from the dead to talk to him.
Wake him up. Yeah, I did that.
What I need to do, Lord? Like that's the type of men that we are striving to be.
And look, that famous also obviously followed him after his death.
Yeah, still followed them. Yeah, a legacy. Right? Only way you have a legacy is you have to be legit in the Lord, man. Go ahead.
I'm gonna jump down to 7. This is Sirach 44:7. It says, "All these were honored in their generations, and were the glory of their times. There be of them that have left a name behind them."
Now for what?
there be of them that have left a name behind
Right,
them.
your name is of no reputation except it be of righteousness. That's what a man gotta understand. Nobody, Biggie, Pac, none of them niggas ain't need no name. When they gotta come back as the Hebrew Ruckus. They gotta be reborn and retaught the law. Right? They gotta be reborn, man. Alright? Meaning what? They have to die on this side, go get their judgment, and then come back in the kingdom. They're gonna be righteous then. Alright, but your name is of no, because it says, get it, it's Ecclesiastes 10:1. This must needs come out. Go ahead, brother.
It says, verse 9, and some there be which have no memorial, who are perished as though they had never been, and are become as though they had never been born, and their children after them.
Yeah.
But these were merciful men, whose righteousness hath not been forgotten. With their seed shall continually remain a good inheritance,
Right.
and their children are within the covenant.
Yeah.
Their seed standeth fast, and their children for their sakes.
Yeah.
Their seed shall remain forever, and their glory shall not be blotted
Yeah,
out.
they ain't gonna be blotted out, man. Alright? And that's why you got these men doing what we doing. Come on, home. Go ahead on, home. Man, we working, man. Go ahead, man. Don't come. All right, stand right there and listen to me, man. You intoxicated, home. You can't walk on men like that, man. Go ahead, brother.
That was
Alright?
it.
You're gonna be famously known for walking up on the men that was doing the work of the Lord, interrupting them, man. The Lord will kill you for that, man. Alright? The Lord don't fuck around, man. You know, the Lord famous for killing people too. Alright? Yeah, he's famously known. Allah Shaja, man, the king of talking. The king of talking. Alright? Give me that. And give me Zephaniah 3, start at like 18. Start at 17.
This Ecclesiastes chapter 10:1. Dead flies cause the ointment of the apocryphy to send forth a stinking savor.
Yeah.
So doeth little folly him that is in reputation.
So little folly. Come on, let this pass. They ain't even gonna get nobody, bro. Yeah, read it again, though. Alright.
It's Ecclesiastes 10:1. Dead flies cause the ointment of the apocryphy to send forth a stinking savor.
Yeah.
So doeth little folly him that is in reputation for wisdom and honor.
Right. So just a little folly of a man that's in reputation and wisdom of find it folly, man. Totally condemnable, man. It'll stain him, man. All right. So the men, those men that's in Sirach, they was unstained, man. All right. Why? Because they follow righteousness, and now they're what? They're honored even after they died, man. Because they have sons, and these men of, you know, that's the sons. You got Amos, which Amos was the father of Isaiah. All right, and now you got another man that's what? Isaiah teaching the word, man. Amos was the father of Isaiah. When you read, go read Isaiah 1:1.
This is Isaiah 1:1. It says the vision of Isaiah, the son of Amos.
The son of who?
The son of Amos.
What Amos a prophet? His son Isaiah prophet. It said the son of Amos, man. All right. So they what? Their names moving on, man. That was his son, man. We know Amos prophesied, man. Isaiah prophesied. Because why? They had good names, reputation with the Lord, man. All right. Go back to that. Zephaniah, yeah. Probably get that when you get out of here.
See Zephaniah 3:1.
You start at 17.
This is Zephaniah 3:17. It says, the Lord Yahweh, thy power in the midst of thee is mighty. He will save. He will rejoice over thee with joy. He will rest in his love. He will joy over thee with singing. I will gather them that are sorrowful for the solemn assembly, who are of thee, to whom the reproach of it was a burden. Behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halted, and gather her that was driven out, and I will give them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame.
So they're gonna get praise and fame in every land where they've been put to shame at, man. And where we've been shamed as a bird. Here, man. Here. Because the Lord knew exactly what he was doing. The ones that got shamed over here, they famous in the kingdom of heaven, man. That's why whoever famous here, they gonna probably be what? Shamed.
And that's the balance.
According to Daniel, that's the balance. Even though they're gonna be Israelites, they're gonna be well off, they're gonna be better than every other nation. But it's gonna be about the kingdom of heaven is about Yahweh Shine 144, bro. That's what it's about.
And think about this. You know how they always say, as far as so-called blacks, they say go back to Africa, go to your homeland. Think about it. We have no land where we can go to. That we can say is ours.
We can say is ours. Yeah.
Like no nation on the earth that we can go.
Yeah, you're right. Nowhere to go to, man. That's why we only, it says for here, we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come. Who won't be famous again in a city that's going to end? I want to be famous where it's perpetual. That way my fame never ends. Right? These men, that's why you're going to have immortality of fame. You're not going to just have immortality, but you're going to be famous the entire time.
We can end it on this quick one. I got a quick one for you.
Right.
This is the again the book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus chapter 41 and 12. Have regard to thy name, for that shall continue with thee above 1,000 great treasures of gold. A good life hath but few days, but a good name endureth forever.
Yeah, read that again. That last part.
Sirach chapter 41 and 13. It says, a good life hath but few days, but a good name endureth forever. So,
19.
Again, like I said, Jake out here striving for that corruptible crown. They out here trying to live good for a couple hours, really, in the Lord's time. It ain't really been that long. So y'all trying to kick back and chill for a couple of hours. We trying to sit back and we trying to make a name for ourselves so we can have our crowns placed on our head.
Yeah. That way we can sit back and chill forever.
Yeah. Technically, we already got that name. That new name is a fresh name. The 144 already got their name. We plan to walk into them things, man. This brother, I'll be right beside. We can walk into that name, man. All right? That name is there for us already. That's because if a name is everlasting, you don't go get it. You got it already. Remember that. This the same spirit's coming back. That name for you is already, there's a name. You have a celestial body, all right, that has a name for you, brother. You got to have a faith on that. Go ahead, man.
It's Sirach 40 and 19. Children and the building of a city continue a man's name.
Read that again.
Children and the building of a city continue a man's name.
In the kingdom of heaven, as it says in Revelation 20, John saw the kingdom of heaven coming down, right? That's the building of where we're going to get our fame, and we're going to continue our name through our children, man. And it's going to be forever, man. And that's how you become famous, in that order. In that order. So Abba Ratazah, that was edifying, man, to first and foremost to the hopeful elected, to those that cleave to the body. But with that, we want to give infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, and Kakodash. Give honors to the elders and apostles of great millstone. Salutations to the items that's pushing the truth and sincerity. To the next time, we want to say shalom.
Shalom.